Like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
All right, how's everybody doing? We have a Facebook page. It is Trucking with David H. Simple as that. Anyways, do me a favor, hit the like button. We appreciate that. Subscribe, share these videos out, whatever you're supposed to do with YouTube, Instagram, and all that bullshit. Anyways, this is finally our 6-month review. Actually, how was it? What was it? July, August, September, October, November, December, January.
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah, okay.
Or January.
It's 6-month review.
Yeah.
So the 6-month review of our new company. We are at the company. The name of the company is, if you really want it, I can give it to you here. We'll deal with that at the end of this video. First, I want you to listen to what I have to say before you start Googling the company and going, oh. So let's just get through the video. Then I'll give you the name of the company.
Good strategy.
Yeah. Well, because you know how people, they're going to hear the name, then they're going to pause the video. They're going to go look up the company and all that, and then they're not going to finish watching the video. So this way, I'm going to make you watch the video. If you at all care. I mean, you might not care. So, first things first, let me tell you a little bit about the company. They're a small company out of Illinois. Couple of guys own it. I think there's about 50 to 57 trucks. They have 2 company trucks. They're mainly just a lease carrier. You lease onto them, but they do have 2 company trucks. They pay pretty good company money.
And weren't they ex-truck drivers? That's what really made them create this company.
Both the drivers are ex-truck drivers, and
the
this
owners.
is did I say drivers?
Drivers.
Yeah,
Owners.
That's why she's there, to keep me from being
straight and
completely
narrow
dumb. Both the owners are ex-truck drivers, and one of their things when we were there signing on or doing orientation, they mentioned, which is cool. It wouldn't have had me look at them in any yes or no as far as going there, but both of them at one point had mentioned at different times. We really didn't talk to them both at the same time. It was always talk to him, do his thing, and then we went over there. But they both at some point mentioned, we've taken what we've learned as truck drivers and did not like about companies we worked for, and we're trying to implement it here to treat the truck driver as a human being and not just a number, so on and so forth. Right. Give them respect and whatnot. And for I'm not even going to say for the most part, they actually do that.
Yeah, they're really
now
good.
Before everyone rolls their eyes and goes, oh well, wait a minute, this is going to be one of those strokey videos because he's looking for a referral to recommend them. Yeah, there is driver referral bonuses here, pretty damn good ones, but that's not what this video is about. If anybody knows my channel, I tell you straight, freaking the way it is, straight. I don't sugarcoat nothing. So if you're interested in the company, I would like to talk to you about them on a private basis, to go over what your wants and needs are, because this video isn't that. This is not a recruiting video. What I have to say in this video may or may not work for you and may or may not be good for you. So I highly suggest, before just running over there and calling them up and saying, yeah, I want to work for them, I highly suggest you get a hold of me privately. You can hit me up on Instagram. It's at DavidH6571. You can hit me up at the Trucking with David H Facebook page. You can hit me up at truckingwithdavidh@gmail.com. If you leave me a Gmail, please leave in the comments that you did so after you do it, because I do not check that Gmail that often. I'm not a big site where I've got all this crap going on, so I don't check none of my stuff. So the only things I really do check on a regular basis is comments, because it gives me a notification as comments, and I feel if you've left me a comment, I want to reply to you. So anyways, back to the review here. So orientation was very simple. You sat down in the office and you went over, the different things with...
Yeah, it was one-on-one. It wasn't like a classroom.
Yeah, it was one-on-one.
Which is nice.
They went over, they're really concerned about their CSA scores, so they talked to you a lot about being safe and so on and so forth. You get a discount. It's an okay discount on fuel, I should say. It's an okay discount. I use my own fuel card. because I can get a much better discount. But before everyone says, well, what fuel card do you use? Right up front, my fuel card that I use, you got to pay for your fuel in advance, a week in advance. So if you're not one to be able to do that, don't even bother with it. But I get really good. I'm usually anywhere from 20 to 50 cents discount more than the discount that I would get from them. I've really close to what Prime's fuel discounts are. I'm within pennies. But again, you have to pay for your fuel up front, so a week in advance. I keep $3,000 on it every week, $3,000. So if you can do that, it's a great program. If you can't, then don't even bother, because you'll just get yourself into trouble. Also, you get good discounts with my card on repairs. But this is not what I'm talking about. My card. That's a whole different video. Back to the county. So orientation was easy. It was about 3 days before. Was it 3 days?
It was about 3 days.
Because it was supposed to be like a day and a half, and it ended up being double. Just the time frame when we got there and got some things done, and then when we picked up the trailer, it had to go and get DOT'd, and we didn't get it to the shop to get it DOT'd, so it took an extra day. Yeah. So it was about 3 days. Say 3-4 days, because I don't remember 100% before we got on the road. Now, one thing, you do have to pay for your own hotel. This isn't a learning company where they, bribe you to come to them because they pay for everything. No, I had to pay for my own hotel. I had to pay for my own meals.
Well, you had to have a minimum 2 years, didn't you, for this?
Yes, you have to have a minimum of 2 years experience. It's not forced dispatch. You do have a dispatcher, but I'll tell you what, they've been doing really, really good, because you guys know me. If you've been on my channel, you know I hate snow.
Me too.
I've basically just told them I hate snow. Can we keep me south? And they said, well, we can do it, but, you're going to take a little bit of hit in money, which I understand, because the loads down south aren't paying what they are going up north. And I'm fine with that. I'm like, you know what, for, losing $1,000 or whatever a week, which I know you guys are like, oh, you're crazy. I'm good with not having to deal with the snow. Now, have we been in the snow? We have been, because they offer us a load. It's not like they won't try to get us to go up there, but they're like, hey, we got this load, and if I go, oh, nope, weather's crap up there, keep me south, that's all I, hear about it, and they do.
Plus, you check the weather. If we
get
something,
exactly. If they offer me something up north, I look at the weather, and if the weather's going to be decent, it doesn't even have to be great. As long as it's going to be decent, we take it, because the money is better up there. But it's not a fight and a struggle to keep me south, because at my previous company, that would be a struggle. They did a pretty good job of keeping me out of the crap, because I don't like it, but it was not as easy. Home time. Home time is absolutely simple here.
Yes.
There's no giving a 2 weeks advance notice like I used to have to at my old company, and then I still wouldn't get home on time. This is, hey, you know what? We'd appreciate as much notice as possible, but if you need to get home, you need to get home. I usually try to give them a couple weeks notice, because that's what I'm used to. And I've given them as far as a day's notice. Hey, I need to get home ASAP, tomorrow, next day, whatever. I gotta, and they do it. Yeah. But it's never a fight. As a matter of fact, the old company I worked with, I'd usually get loads. Whenever I got loads to Dallas, Fort Worth area, Irving, Arlington, any loads over that way, I was generally deadheading home from there, 250 miles. This company, hey, well, no, they'll get me to Dallas, and then they'll say, hey, I can get you a $500 load going to Houston from there. You want that? Or do you want to just deadhead? And I usually take the $500. Why not? Why not get paid the fuel plus a few $100s to go home? So they've never have had a problem yet getting me home, and especially have never told me to deadhead over 1,000 miles like my old companies told me, or 500-600 miles like my old companies told me. Usually my deadhead home with the old company was usually from Dallas, which is about 250 miles, whatever it is. I think the biggest deadheads I've done at this company to go home was from Palestine, and that was, what, 100 miles?
Yeah, it's not far.
I think I deadheaded home once from Dallas, but that was my own choice. She's like, oh, you want, it was, I think, the first time going home, we went to Dallas. She's like, oh, you want me to get, no, hell no, I'm going home, because I knew at the old company, no, we weren't going to get it. I think I gave her like an hour. If you can get me something in an hour, yes, otherwise I'm going home. And she's like, okay, fair enough. And then took us home.
Yeah, there's no arguing. They get us home every time.
Other good things.
I can't remember ever being late either for home time, which with
no, we've never been late.
We were always, sometimes a big majority of.
Now, let me say this, to be fair. With my old company, I've been told, okay, we can get you home on this day, but one of you guys are going to have to go deliver the load the next day. It doesn't have to be both of you, but one of you guys is going to have to deliver the load the next day. And it's like, well, let me see. I have an appointment on Monday, and you want me to deliver this load on Tuesday. I told you to get me home Saturday or Sunday. You're going to get me home on my appointment day. Or on a Sunday and tell me I got to deliver on Monday when I have an appointment on Monday. That does not work for me. Well, one of you guys can deliver it and the other one go to your appointment. No, this appointment is important for both of us. A lot of our appointments require both of us. So they would do that and it would never work out. So we'd end up either deadheading or whatnot. Now, this company, not always, but sometimes that does happen. Hey, I got a load going right to Houston. It will deliver on Monday, but this will get you home on Sunday. Works out great for me because I didn't ask you for home time till Monday anyways. Yeah. So you're getting us home on Sunday. We'll be going through the house on Sunday. I'll run it up Monday morning, deliver it. So whenever they've offered me go home and then deliver, it's always been at my home time. It worked with my home time. It wasn't, you need to be home on Monday so this load delivers on Tuesday. No, it was, I need to be home on Monday, sometime Monday. Well, this load will get you home on Sunday, but you need to deliver it on Monday. Does that work? Yeah, it delivers Monday morning. I needed to be home by Monday midnight, so we're good. So that's a good thing. They've never been late. They've never screwed us on home time yet. The people there are pretty friendly. They're pretty friendly, don't have anything negative to say about them. Now, I will say this, night dispatch, weekend dispatch is like everywhere else. Now, one of the things I have learned coming to this company, it's given me a little more experience than my old company, where I can give my old company a little less negativity about their sales department, and their night and weekend dispatch. One of the things, being a new truck driver with my old company, you don't realize is night dispatch, weekend dispatch, it's not that they are dumb or don't know what they're doing or whatever we all would say about it. Yeah, a lot of times they're new guys or guys that, but what you're forgetting, guys, is places are closed at night. They're closed on the weekend, so their hands are tied. Yeah. Now, at my old company, it was a reefer company. There's places open at night and open on the weekend, so their hands weren't as tied. And their sales department, which is used to be annoying. Oh, we got to get with sales. You got to get with sales. Blah, blah, blah. Well, now that I'm not with a company that is contract freight, I'm with spot market freight. I don't get told I got to get with sales. I get told I got to get with a broker. So you still have to, have a middleman in there. Now with this company, this is dry van freight. I love it because picking up and delivering is usually wham bam, thank you ma'am. Yeah. I'll have to blow out the trailer or sweep it out every once in a while. There's no washouts, there's no reefer fuel, all of that. The loads are 99% of the time light. Yeah. And when I say light, I mean under 10,000. Yeah, usually. I was going to say under 15,000 pounds, but yeah, 10, you're right. Usually under 10,000 pounds, which is good. The wear and tear on the truck is better.
Better fuel mileage.
Now, my old company, which if you guys don't know who I'm talking about when I say old company, it's Priming Trucking. They're great about having their terminals to get servicing done and so on and so forth. We're on the spot market with this company. This really doesn't have anything to do with this company. It's just you're not at a big company that has all that stuff. So we're not even gonna.
It's just
so we're not even gonna get into that. That's not.
No, basically, what you would get into is all that stuff that you were used to doing with Prime. You now have you have to do it on your own. You have to look for these places to repair.
Right.
You have to. Yeah, it's all your own footwork now.
Which is really not a review of this company.
No.
It's the differences of the company. Would I recommend this company? Yes, I would definitely recommend this company. Would I recommend going to this company today? No, I would not. Not if you're at Prime. I can't tell you if you're anywhere else, but I can only compare it to Prime. Although Prime is starting to have money issues, guys, I know there. So this is where I'd want to talk to you on a one-to-one basis privately, so I can ask you what you're making at Prime. And why I'm getting at this is because spot market is so volatile right now. I'm sorry for the noise, but my pup is chewing on his toy bottle. Did you take the lid off?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I put it in the trash.
He's, he likes to chew on bottles, so I don't have no piss bottles. So why I say that is I wouldn't, because until I talk to you on the phone and see what you're making and kind of know what the spot market's doing, I would be so upfront with you on the dollar amount that I make here, and that you couldn't make here, because it is so iffy. Now, if the spot market wasn't in the trash right now, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because, the guys running solo over here were making team money. What you make at is a team truck or a trainer at Prime. It's just right now, it's, the market's in the trash, as you all know.
Yeah.
My buddies at Prime, I can see that their rates are down. But I would recommend the company as far as working for them getting me loads, them getting me home, them taking care of things, that needed to be taken care of.
They're up on everything.
They're up on everything. Yeah, one of the things that is kind of goofy is they give you your IFTA stickers, and you got to put your IFTA stickers on and put the IFTA sheet in your book, and then take pictures of it and send it to them. When they first asked that, I was like, what? You don't trust them to put them on? Well, you know what? No.
It's covering their butt.
It's covering their butt,
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was kind of weird, because Prime, they give you your IFTA stickers, and if you don't put them on, it's your ticket. This company is so hardcore on you not getting CSA points, because that reflects on them that they want to make sure you're doing everything right.
Yeah.
They want to make sure you're passing DOTs, all that. Now, you do have to do quarterly DOT inspections on the truck and trailer. They'll pay for 2 a year. So you pay for 2, they pay for 2, you pay for 1 a year, is how it works out. And the reason being is they want to make sure if you get pulled into a weigh station, you're going to pass it, because they don't want those points. Now, if you pass an inspection, they pay you handsomely. I already forgot what they are. It depends on what level inspection it is, but it's freaking dollars, man. You pass the level 3, which I think is a truck trailer and everything. It's like 700,000-800,000, but something like that. It's way up there.
Well, remember showed us the video of their CSA scores, and that they were one of the top companies that the DOT will pass.
Yeah, their scores are so high. We get passed almost always through a DOT station. And the ones that I get pulled into are the ones that typically pull everybody. Yeah, exactly. But I don't generally get pulled into a weigh station and then see trucks pass. It's usually, if I get pulled into a weigh station, the whole line is going in. Yeah. They're asking everybody to come in. So they're a good company. I'm happy with them. I'm really not happy with the rates we're getting right now, but that's not their fault. No. That's just the spot market.
And hopefully it'll go up soon.
Yeah, hopefully it'll go up soon. I got on a little bit of a dedicated run with them for a while, doing some mail until we went home for home time. That was nice. It was really nice. So I'm kind of looking for another one of those with them, at least to get us through the winter time.
What are you doing?
We're sitting here in Del Rio, Texas, waiting for a load to come across the border to grab. It's a weekend load, so it was. It delivers Monday at 5 a.m. So it's going to be a fun load for the weekend. At least we got our weekend load. That's the other thing. Again, it's not this company, although I'm sure there's going to be somebody in the comments saying, I don't know what you're talking about, that the spot market rates are trash, because we're getting $850 a mile. 3,000 miles a day we're doing, 100,000 miles a week. And also, I don't know what you're crying about freight being down, because when I look for a load, there's 8,000 loads a day and only 2 trucks to choose from, so I got my slim pickings. So that's fine. Good for you. You're great. You're awesome. That's not what this video is about. I'm telling you what is happening with this company and so on and so forth. Now, I have friends at other companies, so I do know these other companies are having similar issues.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting at home on your laptop looking for those cherry loads because you can't afford to, because your truck's paid off and whatnot, then yeah, you're going to find those sweet loads because they're here. We just did a load that was $5 a mile. It was sweet. It actually took us, we picked it up and it was 180 miles. It took us to, I was paying $5 a mile. I think, I didn't do the math, a buddy of mine did when I told him, oh, I got this load. But it was paying us to do the deadhead we needed to pick up our next load, which was sweet. So we didn't even have deadhead. Our deadhead ended up being 19 miles for the next load.
It seems that the dispatcher really sets everything up nicely.
She tries to,
She
yeah.
tries to, yeah.
She will get a little intimidated, I can see, and I don't know if I'm feeling this or if this is what's happening, because she was load on load on load, backing us up with loads. And then all of a sudden we missed a load because we got held up and she had to cancel a load. Then it happened like two loads in a row. And then it got to the point to where, no, I'll find you a load once you're emptied. And that was happening for a while. And now she's starting to pre-plan us again.
She might have got scared too because of the stuff with the brokers.
One of the things that happens when you're at a small company, unlike Prime, where if you can't pick up a load because you're stuck, they'll get another truck to cover it, usually. Now, with this company, no, they can't. They have to call and cancel the load with the broker, which doesn't do good relations with a broker, I would suspect. So, you know, I can understand where they're, you know, get gun shy if we start running into problems with loads. What, Billy?
Which we really don't run into many problems.
No, we don't. It's okay. You want to say hi to the folks? Say hi, Billy. Say hi, Billy Butt. Say hi. This is Billy. He's the truckhead dog. He's our friend. Hi. Anyways, do you have anything to add? No. So we're doing all right with the company. We're happy with the company.
And I like the small family feel too. I mean, you don't talk to a lot of other drivers, but it is. I think each dispatcher has, 5 to 7 trucks only?
Something like that. Yeah, they don't have very many trucks per dispatcher because they want to be able to dispatch these trucks.
Right.
We don't generally wait too long for a load. A lot of times we know what our load is by the time we're delivering. And when we have to wait, I think the worst we have to wait is an hour, maybe 2. The closer you get to the weekend, it seems like the more things get a little dicey. But my dispatcher, because I talked to her about it, is really good about getting me weekend stuff before she goes home on Friday. Because I told her, I said, look, I'm not going to be one sitting in truck stops on the weekend because there's no loads. If we ain't going to get a load, you need to send me home. And she agreed to that. So she's like, okay, let's do it. So she's been keeping me running on the weekend.
She'll find us something Friday for either Friday night or
that's
Saturday
what she did.
Morning until Monday. So
I was delivering a load Thursday. Thursday, and she got me this load for picking up Saturday. Oh no, I was delivering on Friday, and she says, "Hey, I got this load. Do you want it?" I looked at it and said, "Hell yeah, that gets us going right till Monday morning." So we're good here. Now, one of the things that we've been doing pretty much since I've told her, you know, keep us out of the BS, is we haven't been doing a lot of expedited loads. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm digging that. Not doing the expedited.
Yeah, because when we started with the company, we were doing, I mean, it was like we were getting to places within 15 minutes of
dumbass.
These gymnastics. We were getting to places with 15 minutes to spare.
Let me explain to you what a expedited load. It's expedited, or we could call it
team loads.
On time freight.
Yeah.
It was loads that needed to be picked up at a specific time and taken right to it was usually auto parts. They'd be ready to pick up here this day, and you'd barely have enough time to deliver them your next day. Yeah. And it's because they don't have anywhere to store the stuff, so they need it before production runs out. So it's on-time freight. That was pretty hairy. We haven't been doing that since we've been staying south, but we've been doing team loads. and they generally will have 5-6 hours leeway on them, so
Which
we
is
can
nice.
stop and smell the roses, so
Have
on and
lunch,
so forth.
take showers, that kind of
have
thing.
breakfast. Don't have to worry about the dog too much. You know, an expedited load, taking the dog out for a piss,
Could make you late.
you got to do it on your 30-minute break and tell the poor guy,
Hold
you
it.
know, hold it. So
Which really sucks.
we probably won't be doing much expedited anymore now
No.
that we got the dog on the truck.
And it is kind of stressful doing those expedited.
It was. Well, not all of them were like that. The
No, I
auto
think-
parts weren't bad. It was the
I think it's when we first started working for the company because we'd never done
Right,
expedited.
right.
We've never done that expedited.
Right.
I mean, that was like boom.
because a lot of the expediteds, they were pickup was a bitch. It was like, oh my god, you got to get there right now. But the delivery, we had a couple hours leeway, but it was get it there ASAP, drop it early.
Yeah, it felt like we worked for FedEx or UPS.
And
It
so
was
you
like,
know,
whoa.
guys, these expedited are run by solo drivers too.
Yeah.
They're not just team trucks. They're just obviously a shorter run.
Right.
I talked to one of the guys I know that works for this company, and he does expedited and so on and so forth. He's making pretty good money. I haven't talked to the boys in a little while.
Probably need to call them and catch
Touch
up
base
see
and
how they're
see.
doing.
Guys, I would love to call you if either of you see my video, Dexter. I'd love to call you, but I have an issue with it. I'm getting better at it now that I'm on my new medication. But if you guys are having Phillips, if you're having any issues that don't agree with what I'm talking about here, let's say you guys have both quit this company because something's going wrong, you let me know. Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. If things are going good, hit me up in the comments. But anyways, if you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. Oh, the company name. That's right. The company name reveal. Guys, I would really like to keep the company name on the download just because there's a lot of weirdos out there, and this company is a smaller company. I don't need their phone being blown up with, hey, this guy's, you know, driving sideways on I-5 when I'm in Nebraska, you know, and just talking crap because I'm not everybody's favorite person.
You're not
unfortunately.
everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah, and I've had people really, really say some nasty things, so it wouldn't put it past them. Knowing I'm at a small company, know that they could really cause issues. So I'm not going to give that company's name. But I originally wasn't giving their name because I didn't want anyone to go, hey, look at him, he looks like he's doing good, let me just run over there, without me knowing what this company was. Now I can say I can recommend them, honestly recommend them, because they are a good company. So if you want to know who this company is, you want their phone number, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. I would like to talk to you about, you know, money situations to make sure that it's a good fit for you and you know, the way things run. In other words, I don't want you to leave your job where you're at right now and you're taking home $10,000 a week to come home and take $8,000 a week here.
Oh, and the other thing
Unless
too,
you want less stress because you have too much stress there. I want to make sure that you're bringing home $10,000 a week where you're at and you bring home $10,000, you know, or more here, depending on your situation. Go ahead, dear.
But you're also, we talked about with this company is that the freedom of not having your handheld
Freedom of
is
not, yes.
wonderful.
Yes, if you need your handheld, which is
Stay
not a
in it,
bad
yeah.
thing,
Right.
then this wouldn't be a good fit because they do not hold your hand.
Nope.
Now, does that mean they won't help you find somewhere to get service or tires or nothing?
No,
No, they've told me we can help you find
Yeah.
things, but I've always done it myself. But if you, and this is not a, guys, since I've been here, I freaking long for the days of road assist and prime
Yeah.
and getting cheap oil changes, cheap PMs and all
Yeah.
that. No, man, you
not
gotta
anymore.
find crap yourself. You are a true owner operator when you're over here. You're renting your trailer. I don't like having to rent my trailer. I don't like being responsible for this trailer. That is a big negative about this company to me. I forgot about that.
And a lot of brokers want 10 years.
Yeah, and a lot of the
nothing
places
older
it's
than
got to
10
be
years.
newer than 10 years. On trailers, some of them even said truck and
Trucks.
trailer.
Yeah.
But if I have to say one negative thing that really makes me go and start wanting to look at a company that might have their own trailers is the trailer rental, being responsible for the trailer.
Right.
I don't even mind the trailer rental fee. It's that I have to fix the trailer. I have to put tires on the trailer, brakes on the trailer, and all that.
It's like a horse lease. Got to pay
Yeah.
for vet and all,
Now,
all that stuff.
if I was making bomb money, I wouldn't care. But the money, because the spot market's not great, isn't that good. So that trailer money's kicking me right in the dink. You know, it's giving me a little "how you doing" flick to the nuts there. So I think I've said enough. I think again, my email is truckingwithdavidh. If you leave at gmail.com, if you want to know more, you can hit me up there. Yes, if you go there, I would get a referral bonus, guys. But I'll tell you what, you don't even have to tell them that you got anything from me, because it's not about the referral bonus. I could give two shits about that. I'm not here to make a break on a referral bonus. I'm a truck driver. I'm not a recruiter.
But yeah, the company is really good. I'm glad that we're working for them. The only thing that I do, it's that small family feel, but we don't get to see them like we used to be able to go to Prime. And
yes, there's no terminals to go to. They have a terminal, but not something you're going to go to to do. It's for your orientation.
Right.
Now, if Prime had a dry van, and they could get me home, I would go back to Prime just because of the hand holding.
And the trailers
makes it so easy, and the trailers make it so easy. I'll be honest. I wouldn't do it because of the home time problems and the reefer.
The reefer, yeah. After doing dry van, I could never go back to reefer.
If something happened with this company and I couldn't find another, because they're paying my truck note.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, just in case you do, this truck is a Success lease owner, a lease to buy truck. And you have to go to a company that's going to pay Success directly. These guys will pay Success directly. Right. So, and they did all the paperwork involved.
Yeah, you didn't.
For me to go to them, they took care of everything with Success. Where another company I was going to go to, I was having to take care of it all. So they made transitioning really easy, by the way. But if something, let's say this company said, nope, we're folding, we're going out of business, and I had to go back to Prime because I couldn't find another company, yes, I would. I would just cry about it. I think I would pay my truck off to go somewhere else just because of the dry van and just because of the home time thing. It really bothered me that Prime couldn't get me home to Texas, to Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, any of those places. Oklahoma City was close enough. Ardmore, Oklahoma, and they couldn't do it, not in a timely manner. Anyways, I still think Prime's a great company, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hit me up if you want to know more. Again, at DavidH6571. The Facebook page is Trucking with David H. You can hit comments there, comments here. Yeah. Have a good one.